coins. We talk about them all the time. I love them. It's what the show's all about for 5 hours, right? Every once in a while, we get an opportunity to talk about the rarer coins, which were made out of paper. Yep, those big, giant blanket notes, saddle blankets, as a lot of people call them, the jumbo-sized notes from the 19th century, after the Civil War through 1923. Well, tonight we have one of the most popular. You just can't find it. We did. Let's take a peek.
So prior to 1928, when they changed over to the small size notes, they had these giant, what they called saddle blankets, horse blanket notes, because they were very much larger in size, of course. Now this one is an 1899. It is called a Lincoln and Grant because and also called a Black Eagle note, because as you could see right here, there's that Black Eagle at the top, but right under there, there's President Lincoln and Grant at the bottom. So it's also known as the Lincoln and Grant note. We're going to get through all these details, but you'll notice right off the bat, you see it's very fine 25. This is certified by NGC, their PMG corporation, or section of their business. It's an NGC certified 25. Just like coins are graded on the Sheldon scale from 0 to 70, currency is graded as well. Now,
our competition sells circulated notes. When you look at circulated notes, you see folds because they were so big, and why they shrunk it, right? So you get folds down the middle. Usually you see quadrant folds from left to right. So that way they get fit in your pocket. Again, pockets weren't a big thing back then either. But how often do you see a note that's a beautiful circulated note that isn't creased or marked to death? Color also being a big issue, right? These are all beautiful homogeneous notes. And sometimes when they look too good to be true, that's why we send them into PMG to have them look at. God, this is just way too beautiful for a 100-plus-year-old note. Did somebody iron it maybe over time, or did they bleach it out? And the answer is, or they wouldn't certify them. So tonight we have beautiful PMG 25s for $100 less than our competition has for regular circulated notes.
Now, we always talk about population reports when we reference coins and how many coins have the grading services seen over the years from the mid-'80s till today. These also have a census, and on this one, it's extremely small. It's under 10,000 known. And just to put that into perspective, let's compare it to the 1899 Philadelphia Morgan. Same year, but the Morgan silver dollar made that year the rarest of all, if you did not know. They only made 330,000 of them. NGC has certified almost 12,400 of those. They sell for about $400 to $500 in circulated condition. This one under 10,000 known, so it's rarer, and it's also less money, $299.95.
When you can find them lining up like that, it wouldn't be with rarity. We understand rarity. How few of something are known usually means the price is a little bit stronger. That's what we've been taught and we're beat into. And with the modern issues today, with small numbers being the popular ones, it reinforces it. When you look back, and you just brought up a great reference, at this time, in 1899, there were two forms of $1 silver. A silver piece of paper, the silver certificate, this one, only one design that year, this is the design, and the 1899. And the rarest 1899 was the 1899 Philadelphia. You referenced it. If you go to NGC's website, they show again 12,000 plus known, all grades, and they sell for more money. This is the piece of paper that, well, if you went to a bank in 1899, you want your silver. They were backed in silver. That's what the blue seal is. The big one, and then the seal on the right. It's all about silver. Bearer, on demand, $1 silver dollar. Great stuff. We are 120 years ago on this one.
A paper was originally only made to circulate for, what, 6 months or so? Or some. Can you imagine something 120 years old in this condition?
And now think about the other side. In 1928, you brought this up earlier, Allie. They went to the small size we still use in our pockets today, right? And it's been that same size ever. It's been that way for over 100 years. If you brought in a large note, did they have two drawers in the cash register? One for big money and one for small money? No.
They folded it to fit.
They folded it, and then when you brought it, the Treasury took it and then destroyed it.
Right.
The only way these beautiful notes survived was somebody kept it as a keepsake for some reason. Or they hit it in the wall and grandson found it 100 years later, kind of a situation. It's just because you could redeem them for silver. So $1 notes, $1, but if silver goes up to $5, it's worth $5 if I get the silver conversion. We're seeing some crazy stuff. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock up. We only had a handful of these in the first place. Couldn't resist. I mean, the last time we had these available, they were not this nice. Certified. And again, they were beautiful circulated notes, but I'm just the eye appeal on all the notes in this grouping are just wow. No stains, no discolorations, no heavy fold marks.
And that's why it's certified as a very fine 25 by PMG. I mean, I keep my eye out for these notes at every single show I go to, and the quality on this is just stunning compared to those average circulated or less conditioned notes we see at most shows. And they're out there, just not this nice.
Well, again, the brown folds are what we always see, right?
The stains,
or the brown
the
notes, which is the
yep.
stains over time. People wrote notes on them, right? This is George's note, or put a pinhole or dated it. You know, it was my birthday or something.
Right.
You know, maybe it could have been your birthday, because they. You know, but it's just one of those unique things to find notes this nice, this old, and as I referenced, our competition $3.99 for a note and a sleeve. Ours are all certified higher grade, and we're $100 less. If anything is about the ABC way, that's the ABC way. Thanks for listening.